Hi, 8th grade scholars. This is the last lesson, and we're going to work on the final composition project. Okay, so we're here in No Flight, and we want to sign in and using Google, write Amani email, and then go to the last assignment, which was the 1564 chord progression with the bass added. Because once again, we're gonna add new instruments to this last assignment. Okay. Now, let's name it. And in this case, you can pick your own name. All right, because it's gonna be a full song. So I'm gonna choose. Let me see. Justice. And I'm gonna put final composition project. Okay. Now I want to add two instruments parts. So I clicked in parts, and we already have a piano and a bass. So I want to add a part. I want to add the drums. Let me see, unpitched percussion, drums standard. Okay. And they should be in the bottom. And I want to add another part. And this one is a melodic instrument. So it can be something like a flute, like a saxophone, like a trumpet. I want to pick the trumpet because I really like the trumpet. So brass, trumpet, okay. And then I want to put the trumpet in the top. And now I want to okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes or maybe 1 minute for you to do what I just did. Add a melodic instrument and add the drums. Go. All right. So you should be all set at this point. And we're going to start by kind of creating an intro. All right. So I think for this song, we want to start by only hearing the piano. So I'm going to delete the bass that we had so far. Right. Okay. And then I want to delete this measure over here, mainly because this is the last measure and we're still not at the end yet. So I want to click on the delete measures. All right, so I see that the song will only start with the piano. And then in this section over here, I'm gonna do like a drum fill. So then the whole band will start. So I click on the 8 notes and I'm gonna do a drum fill. Now, notice that I'm going to the bottom staff, which says drums. Okay, I want an 8th note to make a drum fill. Okay. Or maybe, there we go, like a tom. Okay, and now I see that the program added a bar automatically, so that's pretty good. Also, I can take this out, right? And I want to put a crash here in the first. There we go. In the first beat that the drums will come into a groove, you want to put a crash. Now, I think that the simplest groove is better, kind of like that hip hop beat that I taught you a few weeks ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. Right, hi hat. I need a hi hat over here. Okay, notice that I took a little while for the note to appear. So that's a little tricky about Noteflight. You just kind of like have to click twice on the note if you want to have two notes on top of each other. So then I need another hi-hat and then a bass. Pa, boom, boom, pa. So maybe this bass should go in the prior measure, like here, the end of 2. And then I want a hi-hat. And then I want another hi-hat. And then I want a bass, drum. I'm not done yet. And then hi-hat. Okay, so in here I have the basic groove, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. So Control C and then paste, but I want the second measure of a groove to not have a crash on the one, just the first measure. Okay. So then I noticed that it's weird in that I don't have 4 measures here, and I wanted 4 measures. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this menu on the left, and there is a menu option that I can just choose 4 measures per staff. So layout. Okay, so I want to create a system of 4 measures only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 measures, layout, and then create system. Okay, there we go. And then the bottom system has automatically 4 measures, but just in case I want to use that option, that's called layout, create system. Okay, and now I want to keep going, right? Keep going with this. I'm gonna add a measure. I'm gonna add another measure. Okay, I'm gonna use the same groove right here, paste and paste. What I did was copy paste. All right, and I want to add 4 measures more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. And I want to keep copying and pasting that drum beat. Right. Right. Now I have four measures in here and four measures in the bottom. That's cool. That works. But just in case, so it keeps it organized, I want to use that option, create system, four measures. All right, four measures. And same here. So it keeps it in divisions of four measures. So layout, create system. Cool. Now I want to go ahead and copy that piano. So those four bars, the C, the G, the A minor, and the F, copy. Boom. And then I'm going to paste them over here. Paste. There we go. Did you see that? The four measures. I only selected one measure, but it copied for four measures. All right. And then the same thing here. Okay. Now, if I notice, I have piano and drums. So the first few bars in the beginning have the piano. Then the drums come in the fourth bar with the fill. And the piano and the drums are together. So here, when the piano and the drum come together, I also want the bass to come in. So I'm going to select the quarter notes and start writing C. There we go. C, C. Then G. Then A. First space. F. Sorry. Okay, then I can go ahead and copy that. Four measures. I copy, and then I paste down here. Okay, so just for fun, let's hear it from the beginning. I press play. Okay, that sounds cool, right? So it kind of is. You thought it was gonna be slow, and then the drums start with the bass, and it's a totally different feel. Feels more upbeat, right? Just for fun, I want to hear it again. All right. Okay, that was pretty cool. Now I have to work on a melody. Now here's the creative part. The last few weeks I've been telling you to mimic me and what I do with the no fly. Now I want you to create your own melody with the instrument that you choose, be it a saxophone or a trumpet or a flute or a trombone. Um, Here's the thing: only use natural notes. So don't put sharps or flat. Just the notes in the C major scale. All right. So I'm gonna create my personal melody, but you create your own personal melody. And I would suggest that you create it starting from bar nine. Starting from bar nine. Okay. Starting from bar nine. Or it can even be. This is the choice about the final composition. You can decide to go in later and start the melody later. Like for instance, I'm gonna go a little bit in a more complex mode, but it is to give you choices. Okay, so I'm gonna go and add 8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and copy this same progression, those same 8 bars. I'm making sure that I have 8 bars selected. Copy, then I paste them. So Control V. Okay, I see that I have. All right. Now here's a cool thing. I want to copy the drum fill and paste it in bar in bar 13, 14, 15, 16. So one before 17, right? Because when this drum fill comes in, then the melody will start. Okay, now that I know it's gonna sound perfect, I'm gonna start doing the melody. Let's see, let's start with quarter note. Let me see how this sounds. That's a C. Maybe I want to start. Dun, 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 dun. So that will sound like dun dun dun. Then I want to have something else. Maybe a half note in the second in measure 18. Dun 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 dun. Maybe I want to have a whole note there. Dun 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 dun. So I want to have a whole note there. So I want to choose. Oh, it keeps changing that. Okay, now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I want to have a whole note here. And then move to the next one. I want to repeat the same motive. So I want to copy even these 3 measures. Then I paste. So I have a motive going on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Then dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So I want to end here with a whole note. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, did you notice that the bars, they messed up in organization? So I gotta go back and kind of secure them in a 4 measure layout. So create system 4 measures. So they should all be nicely organized. There we go. Okay, so I want to hear what the melody sounds like with the band. So I'm just going to select on measure 17 and press play. Okay, it was okay. it was okay, but I noticed that one of the measures that I wrote did not copy correctly, so I'm gonna fix that. Did you notice this? And again, with the melody, you can create your own melody. So um, this is my choice. I wanted that motive or that motif, and I want to check it again. So bar 17. Okay. Okay. Now, does it sound like it's ready to end? We have like an intro with the piano alone, then the drums come in with a fill, and then the bass and the drums are in a groove. Then we have the drums do the same fill again. We come in with the melody, the trumpet, and what should we do after the trumpet? So um, maybe the trumpet should repeat the whole melody again. That's a great idea. A lot of songs do that. So I'm gonna use repetition cymbals. Okay, repetition cymbals. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, here in the menu on the left, there's a repeat menu option. I click it, I make sure that it's checked. And then I can select measure 17 and um, click on start a repeat. Okay, there we go. Now that symbol is called a forward facing repeat symbol. And I want to go to the last measure where the melody ended, measure 24, and I'm going to select all the four measures, the five staffs, and select the backward repeat symbol. Okay. Okay, there we go. So this section will play twice, right? So we'll give an emphasis to that melody, and then I think we're good to go and end the song. So I want to end again with the whole note in C major. So a kick. I want a whole note. Okay, right. Whole note, and then a C on the bass. So second space. Again, I want a whole note. Then the C on the piano 2. Okay. For some reason it's not registering here. Okay, there we go. C, second space. But I want a whole note. Okay, there we go. And then the chord, the C major chord. So C, E, G. Again, but I want a whole note. So, okay, there we go. And the trumpet can end in one of these three notes of the C major chord. So possibly in G is fine. Okay, in G is fine. And then I want to also make it a whole note. Okay. Oh, also I forgot. I almost forgot the drums in the bottom. I want a kick drum, but also a crash cymbal. Okay. Now again, it added an extra measure. I don't need that, so I'm gonna select that and delete. That's it. All right. So now we should have our composition complete. I'm just gonna see that everything looks well. Everything looks good. I noticed that something happened with this repeat. Okay. It disappeared, so I wanna write it again. Okay. There we go. Oh, what happened? It disappeared again. Okay. Save. Let me save that. Save is here. Save. Let me look at the whole music. Looks good. Okay. So it should sound like I want it to sound, right? All right. Okay. That was not bad at all. I did notice a few things that I did not intend, and I'm going to fix them. So remember, this is your final composition project. So you want to double and triple check your work. For instance, this break here, somehow it did not copy exactly as I wanted it. So I'm going to fix it. It should be an eighth note. Should be an eighth note. And then eighth note here. Okay. And then after listening again to the melody, I didn't like that this note is an A, because I think it doesn't fit quite well with the chord of C major. So maybe if I put an, a G, it will sound better on those first two notes. It will sound better. And then again, I think that will sound better. And also, I think this one, instead of a G, maybe it should be a C, but in the higher octave. So, okay, I did not intend that. I'm gonna click on do. Okay. For some reason, it's not. Okay. So I want a C instead of that G. Okay. Okay. Now again, it added an extra measure, which I don't need. And now it's doing weird stuff, but it's okay. Just be patient with this program. Okay, delete this one. Then delete this one. Then delete this one, and I think I'm done. I have that C that I want there high up. Then I fix this part of the melody. I fix this, and I fix this. Okay. Now remember that I checked. I took my time. I was patient with the program, which is not the most perfect program in the world, but it serves our purpose, right? You have to be patient. Okay. And I noticed that this got messed up, so I'm gonna change it back again. It should be a whole note. It should be a whole note. It's okay. I'm just gonna fix it. It should be a whole note. Let me see. See. Okay. And same here. I'm gonna copy this measure, copy, and then paste. Okay. And somewhere else I noticed a little mistake. Oh, right here. So this should actually be half note. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this one. Remember, this is my final project and I want it to be perfect. I want it to look and sound perfect. Okay, now again, hear this issue. Okay. And 8th graders, this is the way that I compose. I'm really meticulous when I compose music. I look over it like 15 times before I decide that it's done. Okay, so I'm actually teaching you the very same way that I compose. Okay, I think it's done and it should sound perfect. Okay, let's hear it. After hearing those changes, I'm so glad that I made those changes. I really love the way that it ends in the high C and it sounds way more concluding, like it resolved. And also these changes right here have starting with the G because this note is part of the chord. It enters in a little bit smoother, right? This note is part of the C major chord. It's the fifth. You see G and G. So yeah, I'm glad that I went back and triple checked it, and I know that it's done. So I save, I export once again, PDF and MP3, so I can see and I can hear your work. And if for some reason you're not able to export, you can always take your phone and video the actual program playing along, and you can submit that. All right, 8th graders, it's been a wonderful year. I wish you all a very, very productive summer and just relax. And then good luck in high school. All right. Take care, everyone.